Okay, so when you come into the wide-kneed child's pose, if you like, you can bring the blanket underneath of your knees, big toes close together or lightly touching, knees apart, and then the weights at the front short side of the mat. And then just let your body hinge forward with the belly releasing between the inner thighs and inner knees. Forehead resting maybe on your stacked palms or even directly onto the mat. Just a reminder as we move into the light weight repetitions, you can always do the movements without weights, or you can also feel free to use different size weights. 2 pounds for some things, 5 pounds for others. And allowing your awareness now to turn inward to the movement of the inhale and the exhale. Take a deep inhale, draw the breath into the body through the nose. And as you're exhaling, you're going to breathe out through the mouth. We're going to extend the arms by the ears to walk the arms over to the right in the side stretching child's pose. So reach out long through the arms, particularly the left arm and left side body. As the left arm reaches to the right, the hips gently nudge over to the left. Last exhale on this side. And then as you're inhaling, you're going to walk the hands through the center and walk the hands over to the left, reaching long through the right side body, the right arm and hand as the hips gently nudge off center to the right. Last exhale. And then as you're breathing in, you want to walk the hands back through the center. Anchor your hands down. As your hands anchor down, feel your hips move toward your heels. Last exhale. And then as you're breathing in, you want to let your hips rise away from your heels. So slide the knees a little closer together so that they land underneath of the frontal hip points. Walk the hands if needed. Inhale, release the belly down toward the floor as you allow the center of your chest to lift, cow tilt. As you exhale, press into your hands. Draw the tailbone under as you round through your spine. As you breathe in, cow tilt, let the belly release down toward the mat, anchoring the hands as your heart gently lifts. Exhale, press into your hands. Draw the tailbone under, cat spine. Inhale as you release your belly downward toward the mat. On this exhalation, anchor the balls of the feet into the mat and lift your knees up into the downward facing dog. As you're arriving in this first downward facing dog, begin to pedal out through your knees and your feet. Feeling the deep inhalation brush lightly across the back of your throat. And then taking this next exhalation to take the gaze upward toward the thumbs, and you can step your feet forward, coming into forward fold. So as you arrive, feet underneath of the frontal hip points, take a breath in, lift the belly slightly away from the thighs as you reach out long through the spinal column in your head, and then exhale, fold back into your legs. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the belly away from the thighs, reach long through the crown of your head, and then as you exhale, folding back into the legs. And then last time, inhale, lift the belly away from the thighs, reach out nice and long through the crown of your head, and then exhale as you fold into your legs. Now we're gonna let the weight start to shift into the right foot so we can take the left foot, step it back, in preparation for warrior two. So we're going to spin the back left heel down. You do want to reach for your weights because we're going to bring the weights with us. So as we come up, instead of that cartwheel motion with the arms, we want to keep the arms in closer to the body. So kind of just let the weights lift, start to draw the body up, and then turn the chest to face the long side of the mat. So you're going to let your elbows bend. The weights are into the sides of the body, and the heads of the weights are pointing up toward the sky. So before we start to do the arm repetition with the weights, just let's breathe in, let the right knee bend over the ankle, and as you exhale, press into the feet and straighten your right knee. And just do that a couple times. Just inhale, let the right knee bend. Exhale, press into the feet and allow the right knee to straighten. Inhale, let the right knee bend. Exhale, press into the feet and straighten. Inhale, let the right knee bend. Now we're gonna keep the right knee bent. The elbows will stay bent. You're gonna inhale, lift your arms out to the sides with the elbows still bent, and then exhale as you bring the weights and elbows back in close to the body. And then inhale as you lift your arms out, so the arms are about parallel to the floor, and exhale as you draw the elbows in. And let's do that again. Inhale, lift the weights and arms away from the body, and exhale as you draw the elbows in. 2 more times. Inhale, lift the arms out. Exhale as you draw the elbows in. And one last time. Inhale, lift the weights out. Exhale as you let the weights come in. You're gonna bring the body into low lunge. So you're gonna start to bring the hands down, lift your back left heel away from the floor, and lower your back left knee down to the mat. You're gonna come up with the body and the arms. You're gonna turn your palms forward, and you're gonna bring your arms up, forearms up to parallel the floor. So you're kind of in this modified bicep curl, and you're just lightly holding the weights. You're gonna reach up long through the top of your head. You're gonna take a deep inhale, draw the breath into the body through the nose. And as you exhale, you're gonna blow the breath out like you're blowing out candles. Take another inhale, draw the breath in through the nose. Last one, breathe in. Lower your hands down for a moment to frame your right foot. You're gonna press into the back ball of the foot and lift the left knee away from the floor. We're gonna do one more high lunge. So you're gonna breathe in, press into the feet, and let your body and your arms rise out. So you can feel your right thighs really working. So feel free to put a little soft bend in your back knee. Turn your palms forward to face the front of the room, and then we're gonna do some bicep curls. So exhale, curl the weights into the front of the shoulders, and inhale, let the arms open up. Exhale, curl the weight into the shoulders, and inhale, open the arms back up. Couple more times. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. 2 more times. Exhale and inhale. Last one. Exhale and inhale. Let the hands come down. Frame your front foot. Step the weights out to the side and step your right foot back into downward facing dog. And just set the weight for a second into the left foot and just breathe in. Take your right leg up toward down dog split. Now feel free to put a soft or even a deep bend into your left knee, and then bend your right knee and turn your right knee open to face the right side of the room. Draw the lowest ribs on the front of the body in, and then just breathe deeply in through your nose Exhale out through your mouth. Inhale, reach out long through your right knee, and exhale, set the right foot down. Find down dog, take another inhale here. A deep exhale. One more breath in. And then as you exhale, look up toward your hands. You can step or bend your knees and lightly hop your feet forward. And then inhale, lift your spine halfway. And exhale, fold into your legs. And you're going to catch hold of your weight. You're going to start to bend your knees. So you come into like a modified chair. So it might not be your deepest chair, but the knees are bent and the body is leaning forward. So be mindful not to round through the back. So you want to feel your shoulders draw down away from your ears and lift through your heart. You're going to let your arms kind of dangle down in front of your body. And as you inhale, you're going to bend your elbows and pull the weights into the sides of the chest in a row motion. As you exhale, let your arms come back down. Inhale, let the weights draw up toward the chest. Exhale to release. One more time. Inhale, pull the weights up. Exhale, release, and come forward over the legs. Take the breath in, lift through your spine halfway. Take the breath out, step the right foot back, and spin the right heel down to the yoga mat. So keep the weights inside to this close to the sides of the body as you start to rise up. And you can turn your body to face the right long side of the mat. So bend your elbows, heads of the weights face upward. Now as you breathe in, you let your left knee land over your left ankle, and as you exhale, press into the feet and straighten the left knee. Then as you inhale, let your left knee bend again, warrior two, and as you exhale, press into the feet and straighten the knee. Inhale, let the knee bend. Exhale to straighten, and then inhale, let the left knee bend so it lands over the ankle. Now we're going to do the motion with the arms. So elbows stay bent, but inhale, take your arms away from the sides of your body, and exhale, let your elbows draw back into the sides of your body. Inhale, let your arms open back out. Exhale, elbows draw in. Inhale, open your arms back out. Exhale, let your elbows draw in. Two more times. Inhale, open your arms out. Exhale, elbows into the sides of the body. Last one. Inhale, open your arms out. And exhale, let your elbows come in. Now we're going to start to turn the body toward the left thigh so we can lower the hands down to frame the left foot. Spin off the back right heel. Lower your right knee down. Low lunge. Stabilize through the front foot and back knee. You're going to rise up. Turn your palms to face forward, and then you're going to bring the forearms parallel to the floor by bending at the elbows. It almost feels like you're just kind of holding the weights real light in the hands as you relax your shoulders, and you're going to breathe in through your nose. And you're going to blow the breath out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. One last time, breathe in. You're going to bring your hands down, frame your left foot, press the back ball of the foot into the mat, and lift your right knee away from the floor, high lunge. You're going to draw the weights into the sides of the body as you press into your feet and rise up. So remember, you can always put a little bend in the back right knee. So you want to feel the tailbone draw down, turn your palms open to face space right in front of you. And as you exhale, bend at your elbows, curl the weights in toward your chest, and inhale, open your arms back out. And then exhale, bicep curls. Inhale to extend. Exhale. And inhale a few more times. Exhale. And inhale, two more. Exhale. Inhale, last one. Exhale. And inhale, open the elbows. Let the hands come down to frame the left foot, set the weights off to the side, step the left foot back into downward facing dog. Now, as the weight goes back, let's shift into the right foot, maybe even soften through the right knee, and inhale, send the left leg up to down dog split. Allow your left knee to bend and turn the left knee open. So as the left knee turns open, there's going to be a tendency to let the belly kind of sag forward. So press into your hands, draw your belly button in and your lowest ribs in. Reach out long through the crown of your head, taking your last exhale here. As you inhale, begin to reach out through your left knee and allow your left foot to land. Downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. A deep breath in, and as you exhale, look up toward your hands. Step or lightly hop your feet forward to meet your hands. And then as you inhale, lift the belly, reach out long through the crown of the head, and exhale, fold into your legs. So catch hold of your weights. We're going to come into that small chair pose, so start to bend your knees. Draw the belly away from the thighs. So as you come into this mini chair, feel the center of your heart lift and relax your shoulders down away from your ears. So let your arms kind of dangle. Inhale, bend your elbows. As you're doing that, feel your shoulder blades draw toward one another. And then exhale, let your arms release down. Inhale, let your elbows bend. Draw your shoulder blades close together. And exhale to release. Inhale, draw the elbows up, feel the shoulder blades draw together. Exhale, release. We're going to do 2 more on this round. Inhale, draw the elbows up. Exhale to release. Last one. Inhale, draw the elbows up. Exhale to release. Now just let your weights kind of relax down by your knees. You're going to press into your feet and you're going to rise up. So as you start to rise up into mountain, draw your tailbone slightly down and just a slight elevation of your heart. And then let your shoulders land over your hips, chin parallel to the floor. So keep the heads of the weights facing straight forward. We're going to do some hammer curls. So you're going to let your elbows bend. So the heads of the weights come into the front of your shoulders, and then you're going to open your elbows back up as you extend your arms down by your legs. And let's do a few that way. So heads of the weights to the chest, and then release down by your hips. So you can stay with this, which is a little more mild on the shoulders. And if you want to include an overhead motion, the next time you bend your elbows, weights into the front chest, you're going to reach your arms by your ears and then let the heads of the weights come into the front chest and then extend down. And then bend the elbows and reach up. Bend the elbows and extend down. A couple more times that way. Bend the elbows and reach up. Bend the elbows and extend the arms down. 2 more times. Bend the elbows, reach the arms overhead. Bend the elbows and extend the arms down by the hips. Last one. Bend the elbows, reach the arms up. Bend the elbows and extend the hands down. So just take the hands up to almost like a prayer position with the weights in the hands. You're going to inhale, lift up through your chest, and then as you exhale, let your knees bend and just hinge your body forward over your legs. Now as you come down, can set the weights down and inhale, lift the belly away from the thighs, reach out long through the head. Exhale, plant the hands and step the feet back into downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to do a few push-ups here. So we're going to lightly lower the knees into modified plank. Let the hips come a little bit forward. So you can let your feet pick up and cross at the ankles, calves if you like. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your elbows a couple inches. Press into your hands. Inhale, rise back up. Uncross the ankles and send the hips back into extended child's pose. Inhale, let the hips come forward, pick up the feet, cross at the ankles, calves, and exhale, let your elbows bend. Inhale as you press up and uncross at the ankles and move your hips back toward your heels. Again, inhale, shift your hips forward, maybe pick up the feet, cross at the ankles. Exhale, let your elbows bend. Inhale as you rise up. Uncross at the ankles and send your hips back toward your heels. So you're going to let your hips come up. One more modified plank, but this time we're going to exhale and bend at the elbows and lower all the way down to the chest and the ribs. You're going to keep your hands where they are underneath of the lowest chest and uppermost ribs. We're going to inhale, locust position. So you're going to draw the tailbone down, begin to elevate your chest and your legs. A grounding at the belly as you lightly rise up. Now, as you exhale, turn your left ear to the left and lower your body back down to the floor. So your gaze is out to the right. And then we're going to breathe in, come through the center. So bring your face back to the center. Start to lift up through your chest. Start to lift up through your legs. Shalabhasana, locust pose. As you exhale, we're going to turn the head to the left as we allow the right ear to come down and the legs to come down. Now this time we're going to lift and hold for a few extra moments. So bring the face back to the center. Gaze is down at the mat. Let the legs float up. You can keep your hands down on the mat, or you might take your hands and lightly hover 1 to 2 inches over the yoga mat. Feel the belly button draw slightly in toward the spine as you draw the tailbone down toward the space between your heels. So let your elbows draw in even closer to the sides of the body. If you think about that rowing motion we did in chair pose, see if you can feel your shoulder blades engaged toward one another. One more breath in. And as you exhale, we'll lower down. Turn your head to the right or left. Bring your arms down by your sides. Bend at your knees. Draw your heels toward your buttocks. And then sway your lower legs a few times from side to side. Okay, let the feet come back down. Take a breath in and a deep breath out. And we're just gonna roll onto our spine. I like to call this the pancake flip move. You're just gonna let your body just as gracefully as you can, just roll to one side and then come down onto your back. All right, you can let your knees bend, you can let your feet find the floor. And then just before we do some leg stretches, just sway your knees from side to side. Okay, and then you can point your knees up to the ceiling, heels approximately lining up with the sitting bones. Pick up your right foot, draw your right thigh toward your right rib, loop your hands around to your right shin bones. Take one more breath in and a last breath out here. Then we're going to take the hands behind the right thigh, stretch the right heel up toward the ceiling and take a hamstring stretch. You might like to opt for taking the left leg out along the floor, or you can remain with the left knee bent and left foot flat on the mat. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Let's take one more inhale and exhale here. And then you're gonna, if your left leg is extended, you're gonna allow the left knee to bend. We're gonna let the right knee bend also as we cross the right ankle over the left thigh for figure 4. You can pick up this left foot so that that whole shape of your legs draws into the body, right hand threading through the space of your leg, left hand coming to the outside, catch hold of the back of the left thigh. And if you like, you could also extend your left heel up toward the sky, taking a hamstring stretch with the left leg. Feeling the back body release down as you take a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Okay, if your left leg is extended, allow the knee to rebend. Release your hands, bring your left foot down and bring your right foot down. As your right foot lands, pick up your left foot, hug the left thigh into the ribs, looping the hands around to the left shin bones. Draw the left thigh bone in. After your next exhale, take the hands around to the back of the left thigh and extend the left knee so that the heel is reaching up, stretching out the back of your left leg. Now the right knee can remain bent, or if you like, you can extend the right leg out along the floor. Deep inhalation, deep exhalation, and take one more round of inhale and exhale in the hamstring stretch. And then you're gonna allow your right leg first to rebend if it's extended, and then allow your left knee to bend so your left ankle comes across your right thigh. Pick up your right foot so the shape of your legs draws in toward your torso as you hold on to the back of your right thigh, figure 4. Right knee can remain bent, or you can take your right heel and start to reach it up toward the sky. Feeling the back of your body release down as you stretch out maybe through the back of the right leg as well as the left hip. Okay, last exhale. And then as you're taking that next breath in, you can allow your right knee to rebend, your hands to release, so right foot coming down, left foot coming down. Widen your arms again and rock your knees a few times from side to side. And then we're gonna take the legs out, reach them out long on the mat, stretch your arms up by your ears, take a full body stretch. And then as you're ready, you're gonna let your body start to shift into a short Shavasana. So let your feet maybe widen on your mat. You can turn your palms up to face the sky or even connect them into the area around the belly button. Let your eyes close. Just a few brief minutes of connecting to the movement of breath really has the power to shift your whole perception and how you're relating to the moment you may find yourself in. So I'm always inspired by how just a few rounds of mindful breathing has the power to shift you into a more clear and calm state of mind. Beginning now to come back into the feeling of your body supported by the floor. Allow your knees to bend one at a time so that the feet come back to your mat. And you're gonna roll over to the right or to the left. You're gonna press your hands down and let your body rise up to your seat. Let your hands join together at your heart in prayer as you sit tall. The light within me sees and bows to that same light that exists within you. Namaste.